We're back on the road again, and we've had a bit of a morning already. It feels like we've been all over the place, but our original plan at the beginning of the week was to head along the east coast because there's been a lot of orca activity over there. So we were thinking of starting off sort of near the bottom and working our way up. Then last minute yesterday we got a notification saying that Jonco and Aquarius have been seen off the west. So we thought, well, that's going to change all our plans. And we've started driving all the way over to the west. I think we've got as far, well, we got as far as Glasgow, like Loch Lomond. And then all the orca, again, who've been seen there recently, over on the east, have appeared again. So we're heading over to the east now instead. We know how hard it is to try and see Jonco and Aquarius, and with so many orcas over the other side on the east, we thought we've probably got a bigger chance of seeing orca if we went over to the east than we would going on the west. So that's where we're going. We finally made it to Kinnaird Head. There was actually some orca here not too long ago, probably about 5 hours ago.
Yeah, 7 in total.
Yeah, 7, which would have been amazing to see. It's also not often that you get this kind of sunshine and warmth in Scotland. We're in our shorts and a t-shirt. We're holding a hoodie, but I don't feel like we even need to because it's so warm. It's about 17 degrees, which makes a change. We took advantage of the nice weather to explore Kinnaird Head and soak in some of this rare Scottish sunshine. We haven't seen any orcas this afternoon, but we have got a really nice sunset, so that does make up for it a little bit. It's so gorgeous. Hopefully the weather stays like this whilst we're here, but we'll see. We're up nice and early for another hopefully successful day at Kinnaird Head.
A really nice sunrise just over there.
It's lovely. It's just a little bit cold, so we've
especially
got
when you're wearing shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and flat again, so hopefully we have some orcas coming past.
Yeah.
Which would be nice.
Yeah, and hopefully it stays like this all day.
Maybe a bit warmer.
Yeah.
We've got our setup on the go. We've moved a bit closer to the rocks, so if they end up turning up, I'll probably be running right down there.
And I'll be staying here and trying to film them.
Be a really good point if they did turn up. They were right off these rocks yesterday, so if they did the same thing today, we'd be here waiting. So let's just hope they do.
Also, for future reference, don't choose a yellow coat to come to Scotland in. It seems to attract all of the bugs. And we've been joined by a little seal. Just there. Hello, Mr. Seal. It's another gorgeous morning at Kinnaird Head.
Gorgeous but chilly.
Very chilly. We've actually had some really exciting news. There's been a report of orca off Rattray Head Lighthouse, which is down that direction.
It's a few miles down the coast, and they were reported at 3 miles out, so they're not super close in, but it'd still be really cool to see them, and hopefully they're coming this way.
I know, yeah.
It'll make the 17 hours that we sat on these rocks yesterday a bit more
worth it.
It was very tiring. We were just falling asleep in the van up there because we were just absolutely shattered.
We really were.
So hopefully we get rewarded today.
I hope so. We've got the whole kit out.
Yeah, we're all set up again.
We're all set up, facing that direction now. So we're just hoping that we spot something. Even if it's on the horizon, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Hopefully we start seeing some fins appearing in that direction, coming right towards us, which would be good. Hopefully they come right off these rocks, which they did the other day when we weren't here, but it'd be really good if they did that again.
This is giving us flashbacks of waiting for John Cone Aquarius to turn up at Nice Point.
When we thought it'd be about half an hour and it ended up being 7 hours.
Yeah, we haven't had any luck yet. No signs.
We've just seen a minke whale go past.
Yeah.
It was fairly close. I think I got a couple of pictures, so see
it's
what they're like.
Going past really fast as well. Yeah, we'll put some of your pictures in and we'll have a look. But yeah, no orca yet.
Hopefully they show up in a bit.
I hope so. It's very cold. It looks sunny, but it's very cold. So we have had our first orca sighting of the trip. Typically, we saw the orca in the very, very far distance, and the heavens opened at the same time, completely drenching us, our equipment, and then sort of swallowing up the sea as well, so you couldn't barely see them at all, because they were so far out as well. Then as soon as the sun comes back out, they obviously disappear, so we've got absolutely no footage and no orca in front of us either, so we have sort of seen them in the distance, but that's about it. That's all we've got to show for it, is just a bit of a soggy coat and bags. We've had a really good morning already. About 8 o'clock this morning, some orcas came past. They started off quite far out to begin with, and then they came pretty close to the rocks where we were standing.
Where we was falling, I fell over in the process. Now all my side and bum and hand is absolutely caning, so I'm sure that'll bruise up nicely.
Yeah, it'd be limping around now.
It was worth it seeing it.
It was worth it. They were the 169s pod, and they had a calf with them as well. You can tell it looked like a freshly born calf, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So cute to see. They've headed off that direction, sort of west.
Hopefully they're going to turn around and come straight back towards us, so that's what they've been doing over these past few weeks. They seem to be heading off one way and then moving back around this direction, so we're sticking to our guns and just staying where we are.
Yeah, we're sticking to our guns and we're not chasing. We're stopping in one spot and we're hoping that they come back to us. Let's hope they do. The 169 pod consists of the matriarch 169 together with 170 and 171. They also had a calf when we observed them off Kinnaird Head. The pod is often seen in association with other orcas, including 2 bull orcas known as Ulfur and Trinkie, who we were able to see with the pod on this occasion. They have also been seen with other pods, such as the 140s and the 19s, i.e. Moose's pod, who we were lucky enough to see off Shetland last year in 2021. It was amazing to see this pod pass by the lighthouse. So we've had a report that they might be coming down this way. I also really hope the rain holds off as well and we don't get drenched like we did yesterday. please come this way. So waiting on the rocks did pay off. They came past us again. They were a little bit further out.
Yeah, they weren't super close, but they were still good to see them.
Yeah, the whole pod powered past us, and then they kind of like went a bit offshore.
They've been pretty much hanging around all day, but they have gone sort of out over to the horizon, so you can't really see them unless you've got a really good scope or decent binoculars.
Yeah.
But it's nice that they're still hanging around, and hopefully they turn back and come back towards us.
And just pleased that we've seen them.
Yeah, another pod that we've seen.
Yes. The 169s have been seen off Caithness, Shetland and the Moray Firth, and Ulfur and Trinkie were also seen in the Pentland Firth recently, where we managed to get a sighting, and you can check this out in part 2 of our travel film. We were so happy we went with our original plan to visit Kinnaird Head and get the chance to see these amazing orcas. Sightings of orca seem to pick up around this area of the coastline at this time of year. Although the reason for this is not known, one factor could be food drawing them to the area. There have been regular sightings of orca all through May this year around Fraserburgh, whereas usually around here there are only sightings for a couple of days a year, so this year seems quite unusual. It will be interesting to see if this pattern continues in the coming years. We were extremely happy to have seen the orcas past Kinnaird Head Lighthouse and felt so lucky to have seen a pod that we'd never seen before too. The sun also came out to celebrate. So Nick has managed to get a bruise. Quite a big bruise.
Feels a bit more than a bruise.
It does feel more than a bruise, chasing the orca.
Scuttering around on the rocks this morning trying to get footage of the orca. I'm sure I'm giving the people on the hill a look at my bum, so hope they like it.
Well, give them something exciting to look at. That looks so sore.
That'll teach me for climbing around on the rock.
So here's a quick update on Nick's bum bruise. So he fell over looking for these guys at Kinnaird Head, and this is the outcome. We've come for a walk this morning at Cairnbolg. It's a really lovely morning.
The sea's nice and flat again, and the orcas, when they've been seen the past few mornings, they have been over this direction in the distance.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that if they show up here again, we might be a little bit closer to them.
Hopefully. That's our thinking anyway.
There's plenty of seals about, so
there's a lot of seals.
Hopefully that brings them in a bit closer, but you never know, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, we'll find out. During our morning walk around Cairnburg, we came across an awesome statue of a dolphin, covered in paintings of sea creatures. We couldn't resist stopping to take a good look. The paintings included a basking shark, dolphins, fish, mussels and seabirds. It was really cool to find. We're sheltering from the rain.
The orcas have been seen again in the distance. Charlotte got a quick glimpse of them, but they are literally on the horizon, so it looked like they were moving off from this area, so I'm not sure if we'll see them again.
We heard of sightings of the orca further along the coast, west of where we were at Fraserburgh, so we jumped in the van and searched the headlands for a good vantage point to spot the orca ourselves. We drove along to Pennon and found this stunning headland called Fort Fidz. Although it was starting to rain, we got out to explore in the hope that the orca would pass us by.
So we've just managed to see them again. They're still extremely far out. We're at Fort Fidz, it's a nice little walk.
Lovely.
It'd be nice to do it when it was a bit drier, but yeah, we're just walking back now. The heavens are starting to open again, so we don't want another drenching. It was nice to see him again on the horizon.
It was.
There's the van.
We've just got back to the van as the heavens have opened. It was just so good to see the orca again on the horizon.
We don't know if we've got any footage because they were really far, but
yeah, really far.
It was nice seeing them again.
Yeah, see them through the binoculars was good enough. We continued our journey up the east coast of Scotland, stopping at various points along the way to explore and search for some more whales and dolphins. We visited Chanonry Point in the hope of spotting some bottlenose dolphins up close, but unfortunately we didn't on this occasion. We then took a walk up Swiney Hill and explored the harbour at Leicester. This area is a known hotspot for Risso's dolphins. Although we didn't find any dolphins, our little orange van had a photo shoot by the lighthouse on the pier. Our adventure continues up the coast to John O'Groats, where we spend a week searching this northern coastline for more orca sightings. We've seen them! Be sure to like and subscribe to follow more of our adventures.